Hello, my name's Fox, and so they get named Fox, and here's a Wander Over Yonder theory video, which I'm not sure there's many of those because I really haven't looked, and since I don't know, but here's the newest Wander. Here's a Wander Over Yonder theory video, and I'm not sure what I'd name the title of this video, but it'd probably be something about theory video on Wander's past, or something like that. Which this is a theory about that, which. Through this season, I'm still kind of watching the first season, but the second season or this season, you are kind of getting a little bit more about Wander's past and stuff like that. You kind of learn that one in the Wanderers that Wander has one of Wander's personality is him being. Like, the one thing that keeps him being somewhat him, or a majority of him, instead of just being a hero that just wants to defeat evil, is being helpless. That one time he was helpless, or whatever it was, that one part of him is what allows him to sympathize with others. You now know that Wander isn't actually Wander's name, since he told that to Lord Dominator. Let's see, there was that. And then, there wasn't really, well, what else was there? Can't really think of that. Oh, well, that was beforehand, but Ryder was, the one with Ryder, you know that Wander was wandering before he met Sylvia, and he met Sylvia sometime along his travels. I believe that was in the first season, though. But, you have all these things, and, like, Wander's backstory or history is kind of, you know, a mystery. We really don't know much about Wander's past, where he's come from, or why he's wandering. For all we know, he met up with the Doctor, and he just got inspired by him. Well, no, because I'm pretty sure I can guess who he was inspired by, because in my last video, I talked about the episode, The Good Bad Guy, which in turn, this one old bad guy talked about a do-gooder that used to teach him, that taught him to be good. And he just so happened to seem to have a lot of characteristics that were similar to Wander. Which my first thought was, maybe that's Wander, or maybe that's like Wander's name. Maybe Wander's first name, or maybe an old name of his was Tumbleweed. Which Tumbleweed is like, you know, Tumbleweed just goes along with the wind. But then I started thinking a little bit more, like, what if Tumbleweed is who taught Wander to be Wander? If anything, what if Tumbleweed's the one who gave Wander his hat? And also, I forgot another thing. We learned in what was it called? The one where he fights the banana. In that one, we learned that he's had an enemy beforehand, and also he was somewhat serious back then. It seems when that happened, because he was like Batman. So, putting that all into account, I'm trying to piece together a little bit of Wander's past. Like, let's say Tumbleweed is what inspired him. What happened before that? Because we can say that possibly when he met Tumbleweed, if this is what happened, if he met Tumbleweed then, Tumbleweed was what made Wander the Wander we know now. Most likely. So what was he like before that? I would say, because we know that he once felt helpless. He once felt bad. It's a possibility that someone may have taken over his planet and or destroyed his planet, because we've seen a few planets being destroyed in this freaking show, which is kind of morbid if you think about it. But what if Wander's planet was destroyed? Something bad happened, and Wander's planet was destroyed or was taken over somewhat. This is the time that Wander felt helpless. This is when Wander felt bad. This is when he felt the most helpless. And so he decided to try to be a good guy by superhero standards. And by superhero standards, I mean like Golden Age superhero, black and white. Good guy, there's good guy versus bad guy. And so Wander goes out trying to fight bad guys. You see he somewhat gets more serious. He becomes like the boy Wander. He becomes somewhat of a quote-unquote superhero, trying to go around the world, trying to save as many planets as he can and stuff like that. Possibly not really doing that best because you defeat, kind of like in a superhero, you defeat a bad guy if you don't kill him, which I highly doubt Wonder would do, even if he became more serious. They come back and they start taking on more planets, which we've seen Hater do. He's come back, planets that he's lost, he's come back and taken, like Bingleborg, because he conquered that, like, what, 3 times already? I lost it 3 times already. That is what happened. He starts becoming somewhat of a hero, and it's probably quote-unquote killing him. Like, what can he do? These bad guys keep on coming. They keep taking on other planets. Heck, we see there's a leaderboard up to like 45 or 50 of freaking bad guys conquering planets. How the fudge is one guy gonna do that? Which even some of the heroes that we've seen, like that one guy who's like dressed like Captain America, he has like a cape of stars and crap. He's like Prince Charming from Shrek. He's not really a good guy and stuff like that. So Wander's probably done. He's stressed out. He can't do anything. He probably feels extremely bad. Then he meets Tumbleweed. Tumbleweed teaches him another way to do this. Try to spread goodness a different way. Try to spread it a better way. Possibly that banana guy might have been somewhat of another student of Tumbleweed. What was his name? I totally forgot. Screwball? I think Dr. Screwball! And they learn from Tumbleweed how to be good. Although Screwball probably taking it a way different approach, trying to, force it on people using the bad guy method, while Wander tried to use a more nicer method that Tumbleweed taught him, to be good, to try to pass on the goodness to other people, and eventually try to appeal to their good side, always see the good in people. And through this, time goes on, Wander takes up those lessons, and then he probably runs into a troubled Sylvia. Sylvia probably on the street, probably broke, no money, or possibly even in jail. And Wander probably broke her out of jail or gave her a second chance to become her steed after Sylvia and Ryder got separated. And then from there on, it goes on. Wander and Sylvia followed up and just kept on wandering, passing on goodwill, trying to make the universe a better place, and so on. Then you of course meet Hater, and that as the story progresses now. And again, I'm piecing this all together. I'm making this somewhat timeline. I'm piecing it all together from what Wander's done, which is help planets, try to save as many planets and people as he can. Which also then, of course, with him being, helpless at one point, which it would make kind of sense in this world where there are bad guys everywhere taking over planets. It would make sense that maybe that's why Wander's a wanderer. Maybe he doesn't have a home anymore to go to, which could be a reason why we never see any more Wanderers anywhere else, any more of the little guys. The only time we actually ever see another Wanderer, which I'm pretty sure is still, which is Wander when he's older, is when they're in the void and they show, and Sylvia opens the door and you see an older gray Wander, which is also possibly a reference to, which I believe it is a reference because it's an old sketch of Wander in the guy who drew who pitched the series, I believe. In one of his sketchbooks, he has him drawn there, like that. But yeah, oh, that hurt. But yeah, like, I'm piecing this all together using what we know of Wander so far. He was helpless at one point. He was somewhat serious at another point when, boy Wander and stuff like that. Which maybe he met Screwball a little bit earlier. I don't know, but or try to Wander and Screwball could have been probably a little bit earlier, and this is when like Wander's trying to become like a superhero, trying to protect everything, and Screwball and him are somewhat having the same idea, trying to make the world happy or better in a sense, but Screwball goes in a totally different direction. But again, we like Wander was serious at a point, possibly met Tumbleweed, and then with Tumbleweed went on to from learning from Tumbleweed, went on to trying to do like spread that goodness, that goodwill, and then spread it to Sylvia, where Sylvia then joined him on his journey, and then continued on to the series we now know. Again, I am trying to use as much as I can from the series to try to give you guys a theory that could possibly work. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about it in the comments below. I just thought this would be a cool little thing, like somewhat of a timeline of what may have happened to Wander in the past and why he's like this now, why he's so happy, and why like like you see boy Wander when you kind of deep into his past a little bit with Screwball, why he was a little bit more serious back then. But I just want to throw that out there. Tell me what you guys think about it in the comments below. Check out my other videos. There's a link below for Twitter, and below that are for my other channel, which has a mark on it, which I'm not uploading videos there, and of course this channel. Click those to check out more videos that I've done. Please click the links in the description below to check those out. Leave comments below. Tell me what you guys think about these theories, something you may like about it, what you don't like about it, something I may have missed that could probably add or deflect from this theory. But either way, thank you everyone for watching. Please check out all my other videos, such as my Let's Plays, my other vlog videos, my Steven Universe reviews and theories. But thank you everyone so much for watching. Please check out all my other videos, and we will see you later.